Right, I'm going to tell you my fake speed camera story that went from this to this to this in the space of a weekend. I won an eBay auction for £95, as you see here, from a guy that had built it as a joke for a racetrack. I think he was a props guy. He was also involved in motorsport. This is when I took it out of the garage recently, 7 years later, and we added these brackets so I could grip it to the new fence posts. I designed and printed a new Gatso sticker vinyl for the front of it, as the one that came with it said sort of Druid meter or something. It didn't look quite right, so here you can see I'm taking that one off, and after producing these vinyl stickers added to this, as you can see, the box is a bit more worn now. The vinyl's coming off, the yellow vinyl's peeling a little bit because it's been in the garage ever since, but the results were very good. And here is the finished top part of the camera. So we put the trunk up against the fence post at dusk, and it started to look really good. I didn't want to give it the game away too much. We then came back much later, and you can see me here. It's quite heavy. We are putting it facing in the correct direction and making sure it's very secure. You don't see us adding the screws here, but we added some nice screws and aimed it. I think I aimed it correctly in the direction the traffic was going, and here you see the finished result the night before. The next morning I cut back some of the hedge so we could see not only the official sign but also the speed camera itself, and it looked really good in the morning, as you can see. Absolutely fantastic. You can see that it's actually working really well. People braking here, they're a bit unsure about it. It's fantastic, and they're coming around here much slower speed than normal. They're all a bit concerned about this. Really slow traffic now. Even that morning there was reports on Facebook going up that it was in the area, and people were warned and people were aware of it. So we had to quickly get some friends to post that they've been flashed by it. As you can see, people are mentioning it here on Facebook already, so we had to say that people are getting flashed by it to make it seem real. These are my friends saying, oh, it's caught me, I've just been flashed. How much are these fines these days? But of course there's a lot of people came very close, photographing it, and worked out that it was fake and got very angry. Made of wood and waste pipe. I tried spreading some funny disinformation claiming that it definitely was real, but still we got some very negative stuff here about people wanting to rip it down, axe it, or have a bonfire, as you can see here. First, a photographer came at the weekend. He was photographing while it was still up, and his pictures later got sold to the Sun. But Monday morning we woke up and of course it was missing. Got warned about this. There was broken bits on the pavement, as you can see here. Here's some funny pictures of me investigating. They'd taken the top box, but of course couldn't take the main trunk because that was fixed to the fence post. Otherwise I think they would have had that. It was dislodged a little bit. More photographers came. They didn't have a speed camera to photograph now, but they were still following up the story, and this was used in the local news. There's also video of me on the local newspaper, and then the pictures then appeared in the Sun online and the Daily Mail online. I misjudged the online reaction, really. It really exploded almost straight away, and I think that was its downfall. That's probably led to it being stolen. I think we had a lot of fun trying to pretend it was real and have a laugh and a joke with some of the images, putting that up on social media. Some of the neighbours were very complimentary, as you can see here. Um, some others sort of came and saw me while I was getting interviewed and were very complimentary, but now it's gone.